Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, and welcome to Paul's Monday Market Update, number 208 for Monday, the 15th of December, 2025. As always, you are very welcome here, but just remember you're always responsible for your own trading decisions. Okay, so let's talk about some charts of interest. This is where I just normally put up a bit of a weekly chart of whether it be a stock or an index or a ETF or commodity, etc. That is of interest, and you might want to add it to your watch list or something you can learn normally from when and if I've made a mistake myself. First one, Delta Airlines. Okay, those of you who've joined us over the years will know that I take an interest in aerospace, defense, technology companies, and I thought, well, there's been a lot of doom and gloom this year, but let's try and be a little bit positive. This is the chart for Delta Airlines. I've said before, I always have a bit of a soft spot for Delta Airlines because when I was 18 years old, I did a summer working at Camp America teaching American kids football, and then afterwards I paid $250, which got me 30 days unlimited flying on Delta Airlines, and literally used that to sort of just fly literally all over the US and also into Canada and Mexico. So I've always had a bit of a soft spot for them, but nonetheless, I'm a trader at the end of the day, and I want to look at where's the opportunity. This is a weekly chart of Delta, and the reason I was kind of interested is that we've had lots of gloom and doom, okay, over the economy and over the transportation, but actually Delta Airlines has seems to have bucked that trend, okay. And if anything, what we saw last week was that we closed just under the big round number of 70, but that was really the highest weekly close, certainly for this year, and in fact, it might actually be of all time. It might be of all time and stuff. So haven't looked back that far in the charts, but it is a very bullish close. We're around that sort of $70, and the pre-market has us jumping above that on there. So from back here, okay, back with the old Trump tariff tantrums where we really did fall away, we really did find support on that 200 period moving average, which we have done before, okay. And we can see that we've just worked our way back up. And as I said, now I'll be looking at, well, could we finish this year closing above 70? That would, for me, would be, quite bullish for 2026. As always, I'll say I always caveat that, I always like to see how does price react at these significant levels? How does price react there? Okay. If it comes above and then turns 70 from resistance into support and bases there, well, then to me that is very bullish. But equally, if we come and we sort of start sweeping and then start putting in sort of bullish, bearish rejection, well, it would not surprise me if we drift back to sort of 62, 64 area as well. So I'm curious because we're at that level, and I want to see how do we finish this year, and what does the price action look like over the next week or two.